Good morning. It's Wednesday, December 21st. This is Mike Mock with Lansing Trade Group's Morning Comments. A very quiet overnight session with corn and wheat just a tad easier, beans up just a bit. But again, yesterday was a rough day. We've created some technical damage in the oilseed complex, and we think the market will tend to struggle into the end of the year. Again, we mentioned here over the last week or two about getting old crop beans cleaned up, getting a good head start on new crop. We had a nice response to that. The problem, and we don't have any real easy answers here, is moving forward in trying to deal with our risk in corn, and particularly the focus on old crop corn. We talked yesterday internally, and we've all got stories, and one that stuck in my head is that a farmer out in the Western Belt has a tremendous amount of corn, just one individual farmer, in bags, and you just wonder how long a commitment he can make to that kind of program. Again, we've talked all year, there's been good carries in the market. If you have corn that's of good quality, the deferred bids are at least reasonable in terms of futures markets, and you had to take a good hard look at what kind of basis you can get out there. The problem that we have is that, you know, once the door opens and everybody runs for it, we'll have a real problem here. So I'm concerned not only that the board will struggle, but at some point in time the basis will reflect that as well, as we overwhelm consumption with all this old crop corn that has to move for cash flow reasons between now and April. We're already starting to hear some whispers, even from lenders, about applying some sort of pressure to growers to generate cash flow. We don't want to get caught up with that. We want to make sure that we are planning our logistical financial needs now, and then what we would generally recommend would be to, if a gentleman, I touched on this yesterday, if you have 20,000 bushels of old crop corn to sell to get caught up to a more reasonable level, you find the best cash price you can, and then turn around and replace half of those sales with a slightly out of the money May or July corn call feature, and attach that to the contract. That way you're still involved in case something would happen late with South American weather, or some sort of surprise bullish factor comes out of the the January 12th crop report. But we think that some of this needs to be done before that report. We're only 14 trading sessions away now. It'll be here before you know it, and I know we're all caught up in the holidays. I get that. But the thing we want to focus on, talk to your merchandiser, locate the best basis. When you have good basis, it's fine to sell cash. Then you take a look at re-owning the Chicago value with some out-of-the-money call features. That's the way to play it here. That's all I got for you now. You have a great Wednesday, and I'll talk to you first thing tomorrow morning.